Hey, how you doing today? My name is Relia, and thank you so much for stopping by. Today we're playing Hollow Knight, and in this video I want to go over how to beat the Absolute Radiance. And this is by far the hardest game in the boss that I've ever had to face, and it is absolutely required to get lots and lots of practice here in the Hall of Gods before you attempt to complete the 5th Pantheon. So just note, before this door will open up right here to be able to fight the Absolute Radiance, you have to make it to the Absolute Radiance at least one time in the 5th Pantheon. And before we jump in, also the charms I got: Unbreakable Strength, Shaman Stone, Quick Slash, and Long Nail. So through this fight, I like to think of it as 6 different phases. So let's go ahead and let's get started, because this isn't easy. Let's do this. Alright, so right off the bat, having the Quick Slash, you can jump up and get 2 hits off. Always worry about defense first. And right now we're really just trying to get as much soul as possible. Alright, so once the spikes start coming up on either side, this is considered phase 2. And in this phase, you want to get 3 Abyss Shrieks off. And only 3. Once you get 3 Abyss Shrieks off, it's only a couple more hits until we get to the 3rd phase. There we go. So this right here is the 3rd phase, and you can make it in between the spikes here. Just be really careful to do it. If you take 2 hits, you're still at a win. You're still at full health, and you'll be able to keep on going. So here we go, full health. So now we're moving on to the 4th phase, and this is probably the hardest phase. This is where it took me the most amount of time. And whenever these the orbs come out, it's all about playing defensive. I like to do a little hop and then move to the side as needed. And really, it's just doing this boss over and over again until you can get really patient and do this part without a whole lot going on. Do the Desolate Dive to get those invincibility frames, but just try not to overextend yourself. And whenever you can, get the Abyss Shriek off, just because it does so much damage. And remember, if you fall off the map, that only does 1 hit. So once we start doing the climb, I'm going to pause right here. There's 2 different methods for doing this. You can either jump way off to the side and come back to try to trick the Radiance, or you can jump straight up and then make any minor adjustments you need. Also, right here where we're at, we're going to be able to heal real quick, but sometimes it's a little bit risky and you end up taking damage. So, okay. So I jump straight up and then dash as needed. I wait for it and I try to jump straight up, just so that way I can get an idea of where that laser is going to go. And the closer you get to the top, the more likely it is to get right on you. So the other technique is to go way off to the side and come back. See how it was kind of tracking way out there? You go the wrong way and then come back in. That's the other way. I personally am not a big fan of that way. I'd rather just jump straight up, until you get to the very end. So once we get here, we only need to get a couple of nail hits off, and there's a couple of different techniques. One way is to let the orbs come underneath you. You just do a double jump and go straight up, and let the Radiance come to you. I would always get a little bit aggressive, and I would go towards the Radiance, and I'll kind of show you a little bit of both. And so if the Radiance is close to you, get on top of the Radiance, down pogo, and as soon as the orange balls go off the screen, they disappear. So let me show you what we got. So this is the double jump right here, and then almost lost it there. Let the orb just disappear. Just disappear, just like that. You can do that all day. Just don't get too nervous. If the Radiance isn't near you, watch out. There we go. Remember, you can also get another double jump in, just like that. And once the Radiance gets into the center of the screen, it's easy from there. You know that you've won. And just like that, I actually recorded this video in 1 take, and it was probably a little bit too easy. So if you want to hang out, I'll run it again and kind of show you where some mistakes can be made. I honestly, I just can't believe that got done in 1 take. I really wasn't expecting that. So yeah, if that's all you needed, there you go. But I'll keep talking, and we'll run through it a couple more times, and I'll show you some try to break down what I'm thinking as things are going down. So let's continue. All right. So in the very beginning, just remember, you're just trying not to get hit, and if you can get double jumps, you just know whenever the swords come from the top, she's gonna move. Let's see. You always have to get through that, and another way to do this is to do a desolate dive for invincibility frames if you absolutely must. You can always get hits when those balls are going, like this. That's nice and easy. Remember, whenever those happen, she's gonna move. I personally, I like to get a full jump and then 2 hits off on her whenever possible. You want the beginning, this first phase, to go really, really quickly, and then once you get into the second phase, right here, ooh, I always hate these side ones. They're very hard to hear when they're coming in. So just, I don't know, if you have to play defensive on those, definitely go for it. Remember, the Abyss Shriek goes out really wide, so you don't have to be directly under the Radiance to get your Abyss Shriek off. Always play defensive, especially when the nails are coming to the side. There we go. The orbs. Sometimes you can get a hit in while the orbs are going. There we go. Just get a full jump and then 2 hits. Full jump, 2 hits. And just like that, we've got plenty. So that time, you can see I have a little bit more soul, and it's because I didn't do 3 Abyss Shrieks. I personally like doing 3 Abyss Shrieks while in that second phase to get into the next one as quickly as possible. There we go. I always know that she's gonna move. You know what I mean? So wherever she's at, if you can get underneath her, get the Abyss Shriek off. You can get the Abyss Shriek off from here, which is pretty awesome. Just watch out for anything else. So now I don't have any soul. You can also, look at that, invincibility frames. Sometimes it doesn't work out. Okay, I kind of did that one real quick. So we're gonna go back to here. All right, so now we're gonna do the 4th phase again, and in the beginning, I do like to start up at the top, and then just kind of, it helps if you can see where she's at. Get some attacks off. Be very careful not to take that damage. Ooh. And sometimes you can get a quick heal in, especially when the light is coming from the side. Just move off to the side just a little bit if you get lucky enough to get her right here. You can do so much damage when you're right on top of her. And then right here you can get an Abyss Shriek off as needed. Again, right here, so much damage, and I would do a Desolate Dive right here. I'm just trying to live here for a little bit, so that way you guys can kind of get an idea of what it is that I would do in each situation. So right here I'd wait. She's going to probably transport over to the right. There we go. Close enough. Watch out. Get a couple of hits in. So she's too far away. I would drop down with this attack. There we go. So she's still too far away. Wait for that. So she'll either come up. There we go. Get her right here. Do a bunch of damage. And a bit Shriek if you've got it. As much as you can. We're waiting. Okay, so right there. She was... So Desolate Dive right here to get through that attack. Ooh. Again. Another good spot for the Shriek. She's too far off to the side. Don't chase her on this one. I can probably get a heal in. Just in that way I've got a... There we go. Again, too far away. Oh, with these attacks, I like to be right here in the center. I like to do little jumps. Oop, almost lost it right there. And then from here you can reach her. And then that's pretty much all it is. It's just you need to get to the point where you're comfortable. That is the hardest phase in my mind. All right, so again, the climb. I like to just go straight up for the climb every time. And then whatever's happening, just make little movements, little changes as needed. And then if you need to go out and come back in, you can. So here we go, down pogo, watch out for that, come across. Oop. Just double jump up. Oof. And she's just about done. She's done. It's just like that. So it's a combination at the very end of double jumping over to let the balls get out of the way, especially if you're not in a good position to attack, or using the down pogos and then your double jump and dash. Down pogo, jump, dash. Just stay off screen and kind of keep track of where you are as best as you can, and that's what's really going to help avoid those balls. And just like that, you hopefully are going to be able to beat the Absolute Radiance. And I would say keep doing this over and over and over again until you can beat it with about a 50% success rate. If you can do it at about 50%, with that, you should be ready to do the 5th Pantheon. So if you found this video helpful, do me a huge favor and subscribe for even more Hollow Knight tips, tricks, and how-to videos. And also, I'm going to be all over Silksong as soon as it releases. My name is Relia. Thank you guys so much for stopping by, and I'll talk to you again more soon.